This is a scene from the movie GoldenEye. This is where 007 is fighting off a villain and he has him by his foot hanging against a post. When he lets go of the villain, he will fall to what should be his death, but at the end of the scene, he will actually still be alive. In this, we will prove why this should not be the case and how it is not realistic.
To find the distance that he fell, we used one of the big four equations. Distance equals initial velocity times time plus half times acceleration times time squared. The time that he fell, we observed, was 8.43 seconds. And the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters squared. So to set up the equation, we have our distance equals our initial velocity of 0 plus half times 9.8 plus our time of 8.43 squared. When you add this together, we find that the total distance that he fell was 348.39 meters. So to find the final velocity at impact, we use another big four equation. The velocity final squared equals the initial velocity plus 2 times acceleration times distance. In this equation, we use our calculated distance, which we found to be 348.39 meters. We also use the acceleration due to gravity, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. So to set up the equation, we have our velocity final squared equals 0 plus 2 times 9.8 times our distance of 348.39 meters. So when we put that together, we find that the velocity final will be the square root of 6,828.44, which is 82.63 meters per second.
Once that is done, we are going to find the total force of impact from when his body hits the ground to when his head hits the ground. We're going to use the equation force equals mass times velocity final minus velocity initial divided by time. The mass is equal to 81.65 kilograms. We found that from 180 pounds of the average male mass. The velocity initial was calculated before of 82.63. The time of impact we calculated to be 0.17 seconds. When plugged into the equation, F is equal to negative 6,746.74. Then we divided that by 0.17. This ended up being a total of 39,686. This amount of newtons at 2,300 newtons would crush a human skull. To break, the strongest bone in the body would be 4,000 newtons. This means that the total amount of newtons is 6 times stronger. He will not live.